How you guys doing? Okay, well, no, I don't want to. How do you start off videos? Let's see here. How are you? What's going on with you guys? Like the little. Yeah. Hi. We're gonna figure out an intro later on down the line. But for now, I'm gonna give you guys what you came here for, which is those 5 tips that you need. You need these ones to become a better filmmaker. The thing is, and it's cool but also scary, that there's an endless amount that you can learn. It's cool because there's a lot to learn. Scary because you'll never know it all. You'll never get to that. The good part about these tips is that there's nothing in here that you need to buy. I feel like that's something everybody wants to hear. Like, yes, because I'm broke anyway. That was me. That is me still. So I encourage you guys to whip out your notebook and take out your pen or pencil. Get ready to take notes, because that's actually what my first tip is. We're gonna name it Study and Apply. Studying is very, 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 very effective. Yet, ironically enough, nobody likes to do it. It's almost like how vegetables can be really good for you, but not everybody likes vegetables. Not everybody likes broccoli or the cauliflower or the carrots. You know, some people argue that these vegetables nowadays are not healthy for you. Studying is different according to everybody. So not everybody studies the exact same way. There's no exact way of how to study. So that pushes me to tell you to learn how to like studying. Whether you like taking breaks every hour, or you like taking breaks every 2 hours, or you like eating while you're studying, but whatever it is, try studying, try something small that you like to do, and try to combine them somehow, some way, and you'll get a results that will astound everybody. Then you'll be also telling people that you actually like to study too. Now going on to that next part, I said study and apply. So meaning after you studied a good amount, then go out and start practicing, start applying those skills, those studies that you just studied. Now this part is also very, very, very important, because this will allow you to, of course, apply the skills that you just learned. Once you do this, once you apply these skills that you learned, it'll stick with you better, rather than you just writing something down or typing something down and you keep it up there for whoever knows how long. Come a year later, when you're actually in that situation that you wrote down a year ago, then you forgot because you didn't have a chance to apply that study. I made the mistake of studying so much yet not really applying those skills. But when I did, it felt very good to be able to apply those skills and finally work on something that I'm proud to work on. Because this allowed me to apply some skills that I previously learned and take note on the skills that I didn't or forgot to apply. So the whole process through planning, recording, and even editing, I took note on. And I know this is something probably most people say. They always say, go practice, go out and shoot some stuff, just do something. But you probably don't necessarily just want to go outside and film in your front yard or anything. And you're probably just wondering, like, what am I gonna film? Well, I encourage you to try reaching out to your family members or even friends, do something on them. It's very easy to become discouraged when you're by yourself. So that's why I encourage you to go out and ask your family or friends, your close relatives, your close cousins, your nephews, your nieces. Ask them if you can do a video on them of something that they like. For me, in this recent passion project I did, I got my little cousin and he likes to play football. So I did a video on him, and the video was pretty much on how much he liked football and how he got started on sports and everything. So it's kind of like a win-win. I get my video and he got some extra practice in at the field, and he's getting a video on him. You're also getting that experience. You're learning more. You're applying your skills. There's plenty of other things that you get from just this experience. Tip number 2, please do not compare your work with other people's work. All you'll get from comparing these two things, you'll probably just feel less confident. There's a chance that you'll feel less confident in your own work or in yourself even. And I know this because I've, of course, been in that stage so many times. And this took some time for me to realize, but I'm telling you, just please realize that everybody has their own style. Because these tips are nothing you can buy, but only things that you can adapt, these are the exact things that everybody needs to comprehend to develop their own style. And if you happen to like somebody's style that much that you may even start showing that style, or that style might start growing on you, and then you also know that they know more than you gotta swallow that hard pill called pride and start asking them some questions. I'll touch more on that last part in a minute. Number 3, pride and humility. Now, I'm not saying have these well, I am saying to have one of them, but not the other one. Pride and humility are two huge things that you will need to work on if you plan on getting into this industry even more and more. Even when you're around aspiring filmmakers like yourself that's around your age or has about the same level of knowledge as you or something, I don't know. I know that it could be really hard to push down that urge to just say, I'm better than everyone in here. I've never said that. I was just telling you not to say it. I mean, if I ever said it, it was a joke. There will come a time when you share a piece of your work online and some other filmmaker friends, if you have any, will respond to that post that you just shared, and they'll text you sharing some mistakes that you've made. You can either take this or you can just reject it. Don't reject it. Take it. Take the criticism and be glad about it. And know that you were mature for doing that. It really does something for you both, actually. The person who sent you those mistakes that you made, and even you that made the mistakes. It allows them to teach you something and get better at their teaching skills. And it allows you to either have something reinforced in your head or even discover something new that you never knew about. I don't want to say you'll regret it if you turn down this information, but I just think it'll help you in the long run if you take the criticism. I urge you to keep this friend around because I bet they'll be happy to see you grow. Tip number 4, gear can matter. I said it. I personally think when everybody says gear doesn't matter, I think they're talking about to a certain extent. More so when you're starting off in this filmmaking area, yes, gear doesn't matter. You can really use your phone to start practicing, start studying, start sharing. So no, gear does not matter when you're starting off. But please don't get it confused. This tip is not to shut down everybody who said that gear doesn't matter. What I've experienced is that gear can indeed matter when you advance more and more in this field. Now, maybe at this point when you advance more and more, you'll already have that more equipment and already have that better camera. But at that point, that's when you'll be able to tell that gear does matter. Like I said, I studied a lot before even practicing and before even starting this channel. So I did have a lot of knowledge before even making my first video, but I didn't necessarily have the picture that I wanted. I didn't have the gear that I needed. I knew a better image was possible, but I didn't have the gear to do so. So I think gear doesn't matter to a certain extent, but after that extent, it's like, this is the extent, and then gear does matter from that point on. You can't argue with an opinion. Or can you? Last tip. I think this tip is the best one. Last but not least. So, best for last. Make English class your best friend. English class is probably the one class that will help you significantly no matter what grade or what age you are in. Me personally, I did not get video production until I was in high school. So English class is like that one class that will help you even before video production and even during. Most of us don't realize that English class has so much to do with filmmaking. In English class, you can learn things about structure, you can learn things about storytelling, learn everything you can from this English class. And if your language isn't primarily English, then learn your language and learn it well, because I bet it can help you a lot. If you have extra time to study, maybe right now I'll tell you to probably focus on the literature, the writing. You can learn more grammar if you know you're illiterate. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's my brother used to call me that, and it's I didn't mean anything to you. It's just if you really listen to your teacher or your instructor on when they're talking about English and you focus on how this can relate to filmmaking, you'll see that you're pretty much listening to all the cheat codes to all the Souls games on console. Analyze rhetorical situations, teaching you about purpose, exigence, audience, genre. What was the last one? Author. English class has some real valuable resources that you can take from a lot, dude. A wealth of information that I am telling you to probably try to pay attention to more. And bonus tip, use all the resources you got. So that's just, I just came up with that one now. So, but that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This is like my first tips video, 5 things or whatever. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know and I can give you more. Let me know what things you would want, what tips on what you like. I don't know if you guys seen, but I'm almost to 100 subscribers. It'll be astonishing if I can somehow get to 100 and beyond before the end of this year. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. So yes, let me know more of what you guys want. I have tons of different types of videos I'm working on for you guys. I have a whole list of videos. and I'm really excited to get it out to you guys. And I thank you guys for being here on this journey with me. I don't know how many videos we are in, like, I don't know, but whatever it is, I appreciate you guys and I love you guys so much. Trust the process, be patient, focus on yourself, but don't be too selfish. But then also don't be too selfless, because that can be... We're good? All right. Cut. Cut. Are we off? Huh? Cut. Cut it off.